At the age of 15, I guess I could say, I was probably into some things that I wouldn't want my 15-year-old into. Hanging out with a different circle of friends, not contributing to society in a positive manner. And at that time, I had this big type thinking. I was going to take over the world, and at that time, it was the best option for me. I didn't see no other, coming out of grade school, that was the thing to do in Fort McMurray. And I guess I wanted to make some personal changes in life. So I thought about it, and it was like a new thing for me. This is how I'm going to do it. And then once I started thinking about how I was going to make these personal changes in life, that's where I hit a wall. I had no job, no money, no confidence. And because of my lifestyle, I was disconnected from my family, which I value a lot. So it really, it starts to get you thinking of what you could do and how you're going to get where you want to go without falling back into your old stages. A couple years after 15, I started hearing about, I knew what stakeholder relations was all about, and I started hearing about the Oil Sands Leadership Initiative and its new approach to relationship building. I knew, it's a new thing that intrigued me, and I just wanted to be a part of it. I was sitting there and wondering how I'm going to do this, and I seen this youth worker ad. And some people might think, oh, a youth worker, yeah, I don't want to be a youth worker, I'm not going to make much money. I said, yeah, I want to be a youth worker. I'm going to get to work with people on a day-to-day basis, inspire people, develop relationships, and just kind of make contacts and start networking and really do something that other people haven't done before. Because as a youth worker, you get to do what you want with kids. Kids are going to tell you, hey, I want to do this. Oh, that's not possible. I say, no, that is possible. And it's possible because we're going to go do that right now because there's no one that's going to stop us. So through working with Owsley and working with Sequoia in John Bay, it really built up my confidence back to where I had this big thinking again. I was going to take over the world again. But this time I had an army of kids beside me, not behind me, not in front of me. They're with me. And I just wanted to start influencing people. I wanted to start getting the message across and really start developing my own skills so I could develop other people's skills with them, not to them, but with them. That's one of the things we always say, working with the communities, not to the communities. I'm just one example, and I don't know if I'm the best example or anything like that, but today I could kind of speak to how there's so many other individuals that are younger than me, same age as me, that are growing their skills through the work of Owsley, through those relationships, the language that we speak. It's a certain language where you can feel comfortable trying to talk to a youth or anyone trying to better themselves. There's many more youth out there, and it's almost scary to watch how they are going to turn out. I'm going to be watching them do presentations, and I'm going to be like, wow, I'm just glad to be sitting here watching that person who could have went down that one road, but met Sam or met Helen or met Dolores or met Kat or anyone through the work that we do. So I do want to invite any of you, any of the organizations that you work with or areas that you work in, to maybe not stretch. Stretch sometimes is when, the studies have shown you learn when you stretch. That's where you learn, when you step out of your comfort zone and, really stretch. We all know that's where you learn. But if you actually jump out of the box and get away from that stretch zone, that's when I think you innovate. And that's when I think you can do your best work. And that's when I feel I do my best work. And lastly, working with Owsley, the number one thing is I've always felt that we've always been first to take the initiative. It's not being scared of the unknown or fear of the unknown, it's being excited for the unknown. And just to, step in those waters first, just to see what kind of mess we can make or what kind of wonderful magic we can make.